What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we do have Nicholas now. I did wail to get him, yes. It cost me 4,800 gems and I believe $110, something like that, to finish the event. But let's have a little look at Nicholas and what he does. How do we build him? How do we use him? Where's he good? Well, he's good everywhere, let's be honest, even at E0. His basic deals 200% attack damage to a single enemy, 50% chance to reduce their effect resistance by 50% as well, which is huge. Afterwards, he restores health by 6% of his health for the ally the lowest percentage. His chance does increase up to 80%, and he increases the max health regeneration. His first active skill grants all allies a shield by 40% of Nicholas' max health for 2 turns. And the cooldown is 3 turns. Huge, right? Exclusive 1 is massive, absolutely humongous for Nicholas. Speed up 2 on all allies as well. That is amazing, okay? That is huge. His passive grants all allies Christmas Surprise. If Nicholas survives at the beginning of each wave, the effect of Christmas Surprise differs among hero classes as follows. Increases damage for attack heroes. Defense, it reduces all damage received. And support, it increases effect resistance by 15%. This does get increased as it gets skilled up. And exclusive 3 gives everyone an apple, which is just stupidly broken, because it means that they can take fatal damage, or they can just die, and, I say die, the apple revives them, his final active skill, Coming Surprise. Okay, I don't think I've read that before. Did I do that before? I may have laughed then. It deals 100% 80% attack damage to all enemies, a 70% chance to reduce their speed by 40% for 2 turns. If any enemy is under freeze status, extends the duration of freeze by 1 turn, and freeze cannot be cleansed. If not, there is a 50% chance to inflict freeze for 1 turn. That is huge, okay? That is huge, especially when you're using heroes like Nasil or Tuck with them. Even Allcaster as well is a very good hero for this with the freeze. And the attack damage does increase, and he can cause some attack damage. Exclusive level 2, he restores health by 15% of Nicholas's max health for all allies after Coming Surprise is cast. If there are 2 or 3 enemies under freeze status, reduces the Coming Surprise's cooldown by 1 turn. If there are 4 or more, it reduces it by 2. Meaning we can just go boom, 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 boom. You're all permanently frozen. I don't even care. Game's broke. What are you going to do about it? Complaining did nothing. Emblems. Let's have a look at his emblems. This is how I have him set up currently. That's because he's on a speed build. PvE wise, if you have enough speed, you can just select max health instead of the speed, okay? This is more for PvP, that kind of stuff. This is the emblems here. We've taken for health, speed increase, obviously, effect increase, shield increase, damage taken when we have a shield is less. We've taken some resistance as well, and, that just helps a little bit. And we've taken unremitting efforts. That's because people will target your Santa to try and nuke him down. And if he's taking that damage above 25%, he's going to restore some health. So that may just make him survive. Also, damage reflex is good for him. Better and better is good when inflicting an attribute debuff or buff successfully. There's a chance to increase the duration. That can help on your speed down and speed up. This one here, the targets with lower speed than self effector is increased, and the enemy should be slower than your Santa. Okay? Otherwise, you're not CCing them, and it's fail. It's fail straight away. We do have the chance to reduce the cooldown of this skill by 1 as well. And selfish, when inflicting a layer of debuff successfully, self speed increases again up to 5 times. I hope that gives you some kind of representation of how you should emblem your Nicholas. Okay, auras, and I haven't selected any aura yet. Let's get into the auras. First up, first one that you should take is range hit aura for that effect chance. You could also take which one is it? Brutal recovery maybe. Extreme evasion may help, taking less crits, but definitely take the range hit aura. That's the best one to use. If we look at blues a moment, and I struggle with this because I am colorblind. Okay, I am colorblind. This is purple, right? Where are all my blues? Is there just not many blues? There's just not many blues. Is that blue? Or is that purple? Wait, the purples one have spikes on them. Okay, so I just need to look for the spikes. Blue is just a solid ring. No. You could use extra recovery aura just to keep him alive, but it's not going to be huge for him. Purple aura is next, and the ones you want to go for in this, you could use Hitmaster aura if your effect hit is low, but I would suggest to go for either Recovery Horn aura to restore health for allies when casting active skills. He does that quite often. Speed Mark aura to increase his speed. It's going to be huge for Tower of Mark progression as well because it's doubled. But you know, this is very, very good if you can't afford the Arena Dominator aura and you're lacking that speed in Arena. Then definitely use the Speed Mark aura. Mastery Surge aura can be okay, but it's not ideal for Nicholas. I would much rather be using Recovery Horn aura or Speed Mark aura. You could potentially go down a Dwarven Blessing aura for that max health increase, granting you bigger shields in dungeons, but it depends on what kind of content that you're doing, alright? And the best legend aura is going to be Combat Vanguard. That's because when he's CCing, he's hitting everyone. Everyone's taking extra damage. This is the best aura you can get on him, Combat Vanguard, or Arena Dominator aura for PvP. For PvP, this is huge. The other aura we can use in this section is, you're going to get more bang for your buck from Combat Vanguard than you are Skill Master aura. You're going to get more. You're going to get more bang for your buck because he is doing that AoE often. Everyone's going to be in that quite a bit. So that's my suggestions on auras. Let's have a little look at his gear and what gear would we put on Nicholas in. It's pretty simple. You're going to want to go down the speed route straight away. Or affect it if you can get enough speed. But speed is key. We don't need a huge amount of affect it. The stats you want to target are health, affect it, and speed. I have no idea why it's saying defense. Health, affect it, and speed are your key. We need to be faster than everyone. And the faster he can get round to taking another turn, the better. So aim for as high speed you can get. At least 70% affect it as we're getting higher up. Maybe this might not even be enough, but it should be okay. So the sets are as follows. Speed, maybe affect it. You could always match, mix and match speed. One set of speed, one set of affect it. You could go for Feather set. This is probably the second best set for him is Feather because we're increasing his speed and we're also increasing his health for those shields. The best set, however, is First Aid. First Aid, that's because we're increasing his speed and affect it. But you will want to get as much health rate on him as you can. It just means that we can really push the substats because, we're getting both speed and affect it. Again, you could possibly get just as good a set from Feather as you can in speed, depending if you get that affect it on him. So again, speed... That's a terrible weapon. That is a terrible weapon. But speed is your goal. You can see how I set mine up here for speed. That's what I want. Speed and health rate affect it would be ideal. You can see I don't have any affect hit rolls on these pieces, which is just unlucky. The first artifact, I'm going mainly for speed. Ideally, this would be health. But the speed, affect it, and health rate would be ideal. On the second artifact here, we're going to go for affect it all day long. Only go for affect it. Speed, health rate again. That's going to help you. And the final artifact, you definitely want to have speed, affect it, health rate, if you can get it. And that is pretty much it. He's very easy to build in that sense. You just need to get lucky with that gear. Okay, so he's built. How does he perform? Where do we use him? Well, you can use him in anywhere in the game. You can use him in Tower of Mark. He will help you progress through to the end. I wasn't blessed enough to have him early on, but yeah, it would make this so much easier in Tower of Mark. Dwarven Ruins, he will be very good in all dungeons, thanks to his CC, speed down, and if you have him E1, speed up is massive. Also E3, then you're just laughing. You're just absolutely laughing because, you can't die. Not really. Let me just put him into a Rum Stage 30. Now, my All-Caster Cheese team is very strong. This team is so strong, and who the hell would I remove from this? If he was E1, I could just say, right, I'll just take out Mammoth. But I like having my All-Caster. But we will remove All-Caster. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. Here he is, Santa, St. Nicholas. And we'll just go through, and you can see kind of how it works. We could use Nasil. I mean, we could have used Nasil, really. Maybe I'll cover that bit next. One moment. So as you can see here, we're just going to freeze all enemies. And that's about 70% affect it. And I'm going to continue to hurt them, to damage them, to kill them. Now the thing is, we do have speed down on our enemies. We now have Mammoth to cast speed up too as well, which is very, very helpful. It probably did take too many turns there. As before mentioned, this skill becomes so much more useful at E1 for that speed up. It's just massive. But for now, we don't have that. So we just progress as we would without it. I wouldn't waste a shield on this. You know, there's nothing to protect ourselves from. So on to the next wave now. We're going to go straight in with counter-attack. We might not even need that. We will need that because this isn't ready yet. And that's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. So we'll double up on the shields. We'll double up on the shields. And we should be, you know, we're not going to take much damage now. Not going to take much damage at all. Double the shields is just crazy. Look at this. And the counters from Hazonia are doing the trick. Mammoth, Horrify, I mean, they're not going to get another turn. Well, they're likely not going to get another turn. It's not guaranteed. It's 50%. 50%. So we'll just bear with it. The aim now would be to try and get your cooldowns reset. Ready for the next wave. And it really does make this so much easier here. Because, you know, we don't need to worry about Naskama because we have CC. And I knew it. I knew it wouldn't freeze him. I knew that was going to happen. I just knew it. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. But it shouldn't. It shouldn't. We do have speed down on them, meaning we're going much faster. I mean, we can stack up our hits, and he's going to be dead anyway from our Hazonia. I'm hoping. He has speed down on 2. Hazonia has speed up 2, meaning he... Why did I only call Hazonia a she again? I thought I got over that phase, but clearly I haven't. Clearly I haven't. So yeah, so that's how Rum at stage 30 looks, and now it's just a sense of continuing. He's not going to kill you, not with the speed up, speed down, all that malarkey going on along with shield. He's broken, even at E0 he's broken, and you can really tune many teams around Santa. He is a core part of every team, and I hate to say it, but he is just that good. He is just that good. It won't be as fast a runs as it would with the old caster cheese method though that I use, so bear that in mind as well. You can see how much longer it's taking to kill the boss with health burn compared to my all caster videos. It's only just so much damage that way. And it would be okay to set up a smart casting for this. I just didn't have one set up for the video. Where else would he help us? Faction Abyss is going to be massive in Dragon Tribe. Absolutely massive in Dragon Tribe, especially paired up with the likes of Nasil. Nasil is just be huge. Guild Boss, he can be used because of the increased damage dealt. But I would prefer to have one exclusive. I wouldn't use him in Guild Boss without exclusive 1. I wouldn't have him in Guild Boss without exclusive 1. E3 though, he becomes massive for Guild Boss as well, because especially Guild Boss 6, because he takes so much damage and we can protect ourselves from that. Elemental City, massive in that for progressing through Elemental City. It just makes that easy mode, as we like to say. It's still not easy, but it's a much easier. Much easier. Arena, he's huge in PvP. Okay, so let's just go with Mr. Stan, because I don't want to target someone with Powlin, because that can kind of be a counter to our Santa. Okay, that can kind of be the counter to our Santa. But let's just have a look at this in a moment. Just going to have a look at Mr. Stan. Sorry, Mr. Stan. I don't mean to bully you. Maybe, no, you won't. I don't think your Poseidon will be fast enough without the space getting a buff, and you're going to be frozen anyway. Wow, he does have a fast space. Holy, that's a fast space. You can see how huge Santa was here, especially pre-Powlin, and how easy people had it. You know, everyone's speeded down, everyone's frozen. And if you had a seal, that would be a perma-froze. That would be perma-frozen, which is just ridiculously broken, or it was at that point. Let's target his Santa, because we don't want the same happening to us. And then we would just nuke it with Nidrol. Now, can you imagine how easy Arena was before? But now we come in. Let's go against Max here. Now we come in and enemies have Paolin, and that is an issue for Santa unless he's E3 when we have our apples, where he's still massive for us. But let's just have a little test here. I'm not going to go around making so many different kind of teams. I just want to give a quick demonstration of how Paolin how Nicholas works. And we have two options, obviously. We could either try and freeze, even with its effect resistance up, which is not going to be successful, I'm pretty sure of that. Or we could shield. Now, the only time, that E1 would be huge right now for that shield and speed up too, meaning we would probably push on past this Quinlan here. So that would be huge. But I am going to go and freeze. Speed down happened. Okay, so that wasn't bad, actually. Wait, this guy must have low effect resistance. Yeah, he could have had a lot more. Paolin now cleanses. We can now select someone to nuke. And who should we nuke? Probably Paolin, just so he doesn't cleanse these. And then we would nuke with Nidrold. And this is the kind of, he isn't going to do anything now. There's nothing he can do. We can shield up. We would have speed up there if he was E1. And it's happy days. And this is why people are mad. And this is why I didn't want to take Nicholas to begin with. Because he just makes stuff so easy. Like, the way we can abuse the mechanics of the game. But a lot more people are going to have him now. He's very good in Advanced Arena. That means that I can switch up my team pretty much entirely for Advanced Arena now. My Advanced Arena team now is going to become so much stronger because I have Nicholas. It means that I can sacrifice some other heroes into a stronger lineup than I previously had. There's nothing really else we can use. Campaign, he's massive, obviously. So if people are just starting the game and you want it to go for Nicholas, then he's going to make campaigns so easy in that sense. So yeah, that's that. We have Nicholas now. I apologise to those of you that don't have him, and I apologise to those of you that don't get him tomorrow, but I hope all of you get him tomorrow in your summons. I'm wishing all of you the very best of luck in your summons. I really, really am. I want all of you to get it. I may even stream my summons tonight. You'll get a Twitch notification if I do. So I'll see you there. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, even wherever you are. Goodbye.